the power each of you has to personally change and to drive change in the world. And my next guest epitomizes the power of one through her resilience and willingness to choose bravery when facing difficulties. And because of that, she has truly regained her freedom. Wendy Williams, my friend, is here today. And you know why she came? Because she is committed to making her health a priority, and she wants to share her truth with all of you. Please welcome my good friend, lunch partner, and co-host, Wendy Williams. Now, a lot of you may not know this. Most of you probably do, but we started our shows at the exact same time.
Same day.
Same day.
11
years ago.
And here we are.
Still standing.
Oh, gosh. Look, it's not easy.
No.
People think it's easy. It's not. Like, I appreciate that, you know, you get voted off the island if people don't watch. So I love you for watching The Wendy Show. And thank you for watching Dr. Oz as well. I do too.
Well, we've always had each other's backs. And I tell you, there's so much wisdom that you've gained. And I just want to start with the first big question, because I do deeply care about you. After all you've been through, I just want people to understand that you're putting yourself first. Do you believe that's true?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I have to. Yeah. Under the circumstance, who's going to pay my bills? Who's going to make sure my son is good?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So, as an example, and you have sort of the hashtag Wendy's New Life.
Yeah, yeah, it's a new life.
Yeah. So what's new about it? What do you like about the new life? What does Wendy's new life entail?
Well, I've got a lovely apartment, and when I go home, I turn the key, and nobody's opinion counts but mine. It's really refreshing, you know? Nobody else's opinion counts but mine. There's nobody there but me.
When was the last time in your life that you felt free like this?
When I was single, which was 25 years ago. Now I'm going through a divorce. But I was this person back then as well, just, you know, in a different circumstance.
So, you know what freedom tastes like and feels like.
Yeah.
And many of the women who are watching us right now know what freedom tastes like too. But they've made decisions in their life where they feel trapped. When did you realize that you needed to separate, that you needed to move on with your life?
Separate? I'm getting a divorce.
Divorce.
Okay. Mehmet, it's so funny. When I found out, for factual, that my soon-to-be ex-husband is having a baby with another woman. Like, I'm not sitting around for that. I'm 55 years old. What do I need with that? Get out of here.
So what is this?
Period.
Period. Where do you find the strength to do it? Because there are others who are sitting in similar situations who are not.
Well, I am my own best friend, always have been. So this is not me rediscovering Wendy. I've always been here. I found the strength. I found the strength from within, like I've had to all of my life. I've always had to have the strength for me. I always have.
Was it that quick a decision that you said, all right, I'm not going to tolerate that. It shows that he doesn't love me the way I deserve to be loved, and I'm going? Or was it a sort of more of a plotting process? Because what happens that...
It's a dumb woman who just runs. You got to sit and figure out what you're going to do. No, I'm a very methodical person. I don't ever recall making a snap judgment about something that is so... that would so affect my life. Now, I can make a snap judgment about a dress or a pair of pants or, you know, something like that. But no, I'm one to sit and rock back and forth and wring my hands and say, I'll get you. You watch. I'll get you.
I like that look.
Well.
Don't cross that woman.
Yeah.
So why can't women find that strength? What do they need to tell themselves?
I think a lot of women spend a lot of time talking to their girlfriends about stuff, and the girlfriends are not in that position. So they say, you know, like I was told by one of my girlfriends, well, Wendy, why don't you go to marriage counseling? You know, there's still a lot of love. I'm like, get out of here. Then you get out too. Go ahead. Then you get out too. You gotta become your own best advocate. You have to. You have to. And And as I've said many times, and I will say this all the time, and my mother applauded me for this, by the way. She said, I know, Wendy, you are. I said, Mommy, I'm a wife, I'm not a girlfriend. And I will get married again. There will be a prenuptial agreement. And by the way, Mehmet, don't ask anything of me, but my love and respect. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But, you know, this finger is very lonely. Hi, finger.
And available. So do you enjoy being single in your 50s?
No, I don't enjoy dating because and all men aren't in jail or gay, but you have to filter through. Have you been in jail and are you gay? Also, I get asked out a lot. Like this whole being single thing, I don't know about you girls, I'm not having a problem at all, okay? I'll date you black, white, green, purple, yellow. I'll date you only down to 5'8" though.
Okay,
That's
the height
it.
restriction.
That's it. And you gotta be circumcised.
Circumcised. Can someone watching right now make a Tinder profile for Wendy? I'd like to have that just made up. You use Tinder at all?
No.
No.
I haven't had to.
Push that, they're coming at you.
Yeah, they're coming at me.
So does it help you to be moving into this dating space to forget what's going on for the last bit? Or you not want to do that because you know, for little Kevin, for example, you've got to be there for him, so you have to maintain some relationship with his dad.
Oh, when Kevin signs divorce papers, he and I will be friends. You know, aside from having a son together, he's not a horrible man. He just made a mistake that no, bye. You know what I mean? But there is no turning back on those 25 years.
So what's your biggest hope for your show this year? You've got a lot to talk about.
To stay on.
You've got to stay on. Oh, come on, Wendy.
Stay on.
I can tell you, since I'm in business, you're not going anywhere. So one of the things that I want to share with everybody is that you love true crime as much as I do. So we've got R. Kelly coming on. Not him, but the story.
Okay.
And it's a theme you've been covering.
Yeah.
And if you sit there and you hear these allegations, how do you make sense of that?
I don't know, Oz. Once upon a time, I was on the radio, you know, and I was telling everybody about this. I actually saw R. Kelly footage on beta. That's how long ago it was. And I've been telling people about Cosby and R. Kelly forever. Well, I knew what I saw.
Deep-seated, what a history. You've been
I've been around. As you know, you have stories too.
We all have stories.
When you've lived, you've lived. Okay?
Next, Wendy's new health diagnosis and what it's like to live with a chronic and painful condition. She knows, and she's going to share a lot of that wisdom with you. Stick with us. There's power in the number one. It takes only one person to make a change. Are you ready? In season 11, you're bringing the power of one, helping us solve the crime.
I think I know a liar.
To get to the truth.
Desperate parents are poisoning their children with bleach.
Sharing your story.
The doctor said she probably wouldn't survive the car ride home.
It only takes one. It only takes you. My friend Wendy Williams is embracing the power of one. And she's here to talk about a topic that's very personal to her. After a health scare, Wendy bravely made the decision to make her health a priority. And she was diagnosed with a chronic disorder known as lymphedema. Lymphedema. It affects 200 million people around the world.
And now I'm affected.
Now so you and I are going to talk about the warning signs, the fact that you can catch it, figure it out yourself, and you know there are places you can go to get a lot of treatment.
My spirit is 25, my age is 55, and I've got 85-year-old ankles and feet. I started going from doctor to doctor.
Can I just see your legs? Is it okay?
Oh gosh, doctor, yes. Oh,
I am a doctor.
here.
Okay. So if you notice, you're a beautiful person. It doesn't matter that you have lymphedema. I hope you know that. I know you know that.
No.
But I want to teach people
Doesn't seem
this.
to bother those boys that
Exactly.
are always bothering me.
Doesn't bother those men at all.
No, not at all.
All right. So, well, you must have thought it might be Graves' disease, which you have.
I have Graves' disease. I have thyroid disease. You know, I have gotten plastic surgery, as everyone knows. I've been surgicalized. From my breast to the liposuction, I've had 2 bunionectomies. So they said finally, I went to Dr. Morrissey, and I know he's here, Dr. Nick. He was like the 6th doctor I went to, and he walked in the room. He said, "I know what you have." I said, "Okay, what?" He said, "Lymphedema." I was like, "Am I gonna die?" He said, "No, it's not going to kill you." I said, "Well, can you deflate my ankles and feet?" Because I already backed off of heels, so I wear sneakers. Well, they're good ones though.
Works. Yeah, they're good sneakers.
I mean, hello.
But does it hurt you, or is it just the irritation that it's swollen?
It's the irritation that it's swollen, and the later in the day it gets, the more tender they get. And I have a lymphatic machine at home that, thank God, I have insurance.
I mean, before you get to that,
Okay.
I want to talk about that for a second, but I want to first demonstrate to everybody what this really is, and
Okay.
I thought you'd enjoy it as well.
All right, can I watch from here? Do I have to stand up?
Yes. Oh, come on, Joy, you're going to like it. It'll be so...
Come on.
Oh.
Always doing something, Oz.
All right. So I built this for you. I thought
right.
you'd enjoy this. Stand right here,
Okay.
right here. Don't move. Now, these are your ankles, right? But your ankles before lymphedema. Now, just to be
Right.
clear, the arteries take the blood from the heart down to the legs,
Right.
and the veins bring it back. But not all of the fluid comes back. There's a little bit of waste left over. That's called lymph. So let's just say this is a normal leg. The lymphatics coming down and back up, and this leg has lymphedema, okay?
Okay.
So let's just pretend that. So fluid comes in, blue fluid, lymph, doesn't fill in the legs. Everyone's legs stay thin. Here, what's happening? There's a blockage on the way back. No matter what you do,
Nope.
if you're standing, it's going to accumulate more. So the question is, what do you do to reduce the chance of either those holes developing or blockages occurring, or more importantly, it getting worse and worse and worse through the
And
day?
also, by the way, elevating your feet does not help.
It doesn't.
No. I've learned to deal with it, and I have my machine, and I go to Dr. Morrissey.
Let's go meet Dr. Morrissey.
And that's about the only thing I could do. Oh.
So, you stand right here.
Hi, Dr.
This is the handsome Nick Morrissey. Now, Nick and I have known each other forever.
Which I didn't know.
Yes. He's at New York Presbyterian Columbia with me.
Yes.
And despite his boyish good looks, happens to be a spectacular vascular specialist.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the early warning signs of lymphedema? Because there's a lot of people in the audience now who probably have stages of this. They don't even realize
I'm
it.
trying to tell you.
So just when I was in the dressing room, I got a call from another doctor saying, "Thank you for taking care of my patient with lymphedema." How ironic is that, right? So swelling is the most common thing. People lose definition in their ankles, their muscles definition goes away. So that's one thing. Range of motion, with all that fluid buildup in the joints, you can't move as well. The skin changes, it becomes sort of scarred and fibrotic, as we call it, like hard.
You get infections because of that.
And because of that, infections can happen. So all these things are part of the constellation of things that come with lymphedema.
Yeah. I mean, you know, life is tough on all of us, so I'm not complaining. I just appreciate being able to have that machine, and I'm glad that I have insurance, which is a whole nother
Here,
thing.
show this to everybody.
I'm now on the board of lymphedema, by the way, everyone. So I will be marching on Washington to make more money for this.
Explain how
Okay.
this works.
Okay. So here's my machine, and there I am on the couch, and all right, this is all material, and it bunches down. You attach it in a few different places with the Velcro, and then that's the actual machine. You see all the tubes and stuff? And so I know it looks like it's from 1950. It's $6,000 though if you don't have health insurance.
Yeah.
You know, I think my copay was like $150. She came over, measured me. You have to get measured, like 40 inches all the way down, and I sit on this. And what do my legs look like afterwards? The same as they looked like before, but they feel better. Yeah. And okay, maybe down a little bit. You know, I have a particular gentleman friend who, you know, says, "Oh, they look a lot better." Anyway, that's it. That's my machine.
Can I say
that's
that to
my
you?
story.
Yeah. So Nick and I feel strongly about this. You said something earlier. These devices cost about $6,000.
Yes.
Well, the good news is we called around, and correct me if I'm wrong, but if you have insurance, not
Okay.
everyone does, if you have insurance,
Okay.
now this is so proven to be beneficial from a recent study that they're actually starting to pay for it. So it's going to help a lot of people.
Yeah.
So don't ignore Wendy's advice.
Also, compression garments.
Yeah, we could talk about that a little bit. The mainstay old-style treatment was stockings. There's also lymphatic massage, which can actively drain the leg out.
Have your man friend do that. That's cool.
Yeah, there you go.
You can massage your feet, all the lymph right back up. Well, come on, it's foreplay.
How do you know he's not?
I appreciate you coming out, being honest about it. When we come back, Wendy's putting the heat in a menopause quiz that we're calling. Are you ready for this?
Oh.
Hot flash or not flash? I know you like it. I know you like it. Stay with us. Wendy Williams is known for her hot topics, as you all know, but when we're together, we're all over the hot health topics.
Okay, go ahead, Mehmet.
All right, and today we're giving you a quiz to tell you if you're nearing menopause, because Wendy Williams can even make menopause fun. And I know you're going through some of this.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
It lasted for... No, I can't give birth to anything but a raisin right now. Ew. My menopause lasted me like 1 week, and I never went through hot flashes. I never went through... yeah, I know, like I have the lymphedema, so, okay. So God gave me something. He didn't give me bad menopause, but he gave me the lymphedema.
All right, so
Yeah.
it's time for the hottest menopause quiz around. Even if you know your status, right, play along because this is going to be hot, hot, hot. Are you ready? Tell everyone the name of the quiz. Right there.
Hot flash or not flash? It's a quiz that's going to tell you all about your menopause or something. Audience, use your panels to say yes or no.
All right. All right, yeah, you ready to go? You know the instructions are Wendy. She's going to read the questions. You got them right there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tell you what the answers are. But everyone in the audience, please vote. As soon as you decide, men don't have to vote. Go ahead.
Okay. Were you born before 1969? That means you're old enough to remember the first Prince album.
It's yes for me. What do you guys say? A lot of yeses back there.
Oh.
All right. Big sign. Obviously, at that age, it starts to happen. But people, even at the age of 40, start getting menopause symptoms. The first sign, by the way, is probably irritability. Did you get irritable when you're going through that one day of menopause?
Well, there were a number of things irritating me at that time, so I can't necessarily blame it on menopause.
Oh, gosh. All right. Question number 2.
Okay. Have you broken out in a sweat out of the blue and even considered stripping down naked in public?
Have you thought of that?
No.
You never thought you'd go naked in public?
No. Well, I mean, I've been to a nude beach before. I like that.
You were?
Oh, you best to believe.
Oh, I like that. Where was that?
Then I can't go back there. Would you leave me alone?
All right, please.
I'm out here, Oz, okay?
All right. For all the marbles,
All
take
right.
it away.
All right. Are you having trouble sleeping, needing to fill the wee hours of the morning with cataloging every spice in the cabinet alphabetically? Yes.
That is a problem.
I do go in and out of bouts of sleep, but only because I have so much on my mind. Now, I'm not going to get out of the bed and go look at the spices, but my mind never shuts off.
I can tell. Listen, I adore you.
Oh.
If you answered yes to more than 2 of these questions, go talk to your doctor. But what I want to talk to you about is how much I adore you.
Oh.
I appreciate all you do.
Thank
I
you,
wish you the
doctor.
best luck in season 11. I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you.
Wendy Williams! Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.